17 seconds left on the Samuelson call. A great hit.
Heads up. It's a phrase in hockey you don't want to hear if you're a player because it usually means you're going to get hit by a truck.
Hit by Conroy, and Cardinal is not getting up yet.
Muller, Samuelson had a hold of Muller's stick, wouldn't let him go.
Watch out, Ilka.
Oh, he was a blindsided. He had his head down, and he's down on the ice. What a shot against Ilka Sinisalo.
Tikkanen shoots it in. Anderson's on the fly. Wesley.
Sometimes when your head's down, you get buried.
Nailed by Kevin Lowe, but the puck gets down the ice.
That's Granato skating away with it. Granato. Richardson nailed him. And he is cold on the ice.
Welcome to the National Hockey League, Tony Granato. Next time, keep your head up. Luke Richardson's making a name for himself in this regard.
Back for Montreal. Lemieux is nailed. Heard by Richardson. And he's still on the ice. Play called. Lemieux head down for a second. That's all it took.
You might remember this from a few years ago. Jamie McCowan says hello with his stick.
And he's hurt.
By Wesley. Puck now in the corner deep. Fought for by Kumpel. Casper. Wesley. Ooh. Oh, he is buried. Oh, what a hit. The Bruins break it out.
Even the great ones have to get hit once in a while. That's a rarity for Wayne Gretzky. Bill McCreary made a name for himself. Ouch. Le Grand Mario is a little bit bigger target. And he may get hit just a little more often than Mr. Gretzky. If you can't stop him legally, why not trip him? That's smarts. Even the lesser lights have to pay the price. Far too often it brings about instant retaliation.
His first appearance in the game.
Watch this. Nick Cotillo got a pretty good piece of Mr. McCarthy.
Ran into the Vancouver Canuck players at McCarthy. Oh, was that a check?
Lead pass cut short, and Gustafson is run hard.
Not every hit is legal. In fact, a lot of them are cheap shots. Rule of thumb, don't turn your back on your opponent.
Result in a broken back or a broken neck. Look at the way Gus's head hit that sideboard. He just went looks like they're going down. And
Ben Gustafson was very fortunate he wasn't seriously injured by Ken Danico. Danico back at it. This time with Joe Patterson of the Flames.
This was a good hit by Danico, a clean hit, but Patterson was just 2 or 3 feet away from the boards. Another one of those cases where the impact of the boards did
Watch
more
Mr.
damage
Patterson's
than the hit
head
itself.
right on the edge of the board. The Rangers' Michel Petit gives Ken Linsman of the Bruins a going over. First the elbow, and there's the stick for good measure.
5 minutes. Petit is a very lucky boy. That's a high stick as well. Ooh. A butt end in the face type of check.
Watch as Kevin Lowe starts looking at the puck, and Mark Hunter arrives on the scene. Except for that helmet, Kevin Lowe would have been very seriously injured.
With a solid check is going to be penalized, and this could start trouble. I didn't see who went down.
It must have been Kevin Lowe. He usually is out there with Craig Muni, and
that must be him.
The trainer is calling.
Lowe looking at the puck. First Hunter, then the glass, and then the ice. Hello, anybody visiting in here? Shane Corson finds the penalty box.
Watch his stick up there. He tries to spear, or looked like he tried to spear Michel Petit. Now Corson goes in, a high stick on Mullen. Oh, man.
Sometimes if you don't score, the next best thing is trying to score someone else.
Peterson back for it now. Ulf Samuelson is sent spinning into the net. The net was dislodged. Everyone taking a shot at Marsh. Apparently he was the man and hit Samuelson.
Brad Marsh doesn't score many goals.
Now Samuelson is chasing the puck.
He doesn't score with many people either.
See what it is. He cross-checked him into the net.
I mean, if you're a forward, you want to cut into that area.
The goal mouth area is where you pay the price. Just ask Guy Carbonneau. They said Gordie Howe had good elbows. How about that one?
And Basson hurt. It's up slowly.
Watch Joe Sorella give Mr. Basson a little bit of the elbow.
For the penalty box, there's Basson and Sorella right there. There's nothing. So far, bang. Oh, my goodness, I guess. An elbow.
Dale Hunter of the Washington Capitals takes a page out of the wrestling handbook. Joe Neuendijk into the turnbuckle. The ultimate of the cheap shots. Flyers and Rangers. Dave Brown and Thomas Sandstrom. The National Hockey League did not look kindly upon Mr. Brown after this incident. He served a lengthy suspension for one of the worst cheap shots ever. Thomas Sandstrom standing in front of the net, and all of a sudden along comes Dave Brown in the cross-check.
Sandstrom wasn't looking at all. He was looking to the corner, and here comes a cross-check right to the...
One of the game's biggest stars, Mark Messier, involved in a cheap shot. Watch Messier's stick. Rich Sutter of the Vancouver Canucks gets nailed. That cost Rich Sutter 4 teeth and Messier a suspension. Messier, the stick, and Sutter.
Took a look at...
Speaking of cheap shots, watch John Kordick of the Maple Leafs try to comb Keith Acton's hair.
That was interesting because Ron Asseltine knew something was up. He almost threw a pretty good body check on Kordick.
Kordick and Acton.
You have to belong to the Acorn family to pull a stunt like that.